Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
It's Thursday, March 1st. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on Wavy News 10 on Fox 43. I'm Don Roberts.
And I'm Katie Collette.
Here's what's happening today. A local sailor could learn how long he will spend behind bars after he pleaded guilty to sending bomb threats to two different local military bases.
34-year-old Alante Arrington was assigned to the USS Oak Hill when authorities say he made the threats back in August. Now, both Naval Station Norfolk and Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story received the threats. It took several hours before the military could give the all clear.
Rico Bush joins us now outside the Norfolk Federal Courthouse, where Arrington is expected to appear today. Rico, what comes next?
Well, Arrington is expected in court in just about an hour. He is expected to face some charges here. He will be sentenced on one count of maliciously conveying false information. Federal prosecutors say Arrington admitted to making 6 bomb threats involving local bases and ships last year. Court paperwork shows Arrington used a cell phone to contact the Navy's Regional Dispatch Center several times in August, threatening bombs would go off on base. His threats included the base's Naval Station Norfolk, JEB Little Creek, and 3 local ships. Arrington faces up to 10 years in prison and thousands of dollars in fines. We'll be sure to keep you posted on what the judge decides in this case. For now, we're live in Norfolk. Rico Bush, 10 on your side.
8:01. This morning, we're working to learn more about a CSX train derailment in Newport News. These are pictures from the scene. There doesn't appear to be any significant damage. A representative from the company says it happened at the coal pier operated by Dominion Terminals. That's at the very southern end of the city near the Monitor Merrimack Memorial Bridge Tunnel. We'll be sure to update you as soon as we learn how it happened and if anyone was hurt.
Well, today the debate over offshore drilling continues in the Commonwealth, and you can attend a community meeting to make your voice heard. Tonight's meeting is at the Virginia Beach Convention Center from 6 to 7:30. Several speakers will break down how offshore drilling could impact our area. Some experts believe the Trump administration's plan to allow drilling off Virginia's coast could hurt the environment, the economy, and military readiness.
A great opportunity today for teenagers and young adults to get a jump start on employment or a summer job. Opportunity Incorporated and the Youth Career Center of Hampton Roads are hosting the Next Gen Opportunity Fair. It's happening at the Chesapeake Conference Center from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock tonight. The fair is free for anyone between 16 and 24. If you're looking for a job, you're encouraged to bring copies of your resume and dress for a professional interview.
Also today, the second of 3 community and parent presentations focused on teen depression and suicide prevention. It's put on by Suffolk Schools for anyone who'd like to attend. Tonight's meeting starts at 6:30 at Nansemond River High School, and if you can't make it, the next meeting is Wednesday, March 14th at Lakeland High School.
8:03, happening today, the trial for the wife of the Pulse nightclub shooter is scheduled to start. Authorities charge Noor Salman with knowing about her husband's plan to kill 49 people in Orlando. Her late husband, Omar Mateen, went on that shooting rampage in the summer of 2016. Salman has denied any involvement in the massacre.
California may become the first state to ban animal testing on makeup. Lawmakers introduced a bill called the California Cruelty-Free Cosmetics Act. If passed, it would make it illegal for any makeup companies to sell products tested on animals. Products include lipstick, eyeliner, deodorant, shampoo, and conditioner. At least 2 cosmetic companies backed the bill.
More pedestrians are dying, and experts blame it on smartphones. According to the governor's highway safety report, our phones are distracting us from where we're going. Overall, pedestrian fatalities have increased 27% in the U.S. since 2007. The report also found the elderly and children were the most vulnerable to pedestrian incidents.
Southwest is charging more money if you want an adult beverage. The airline says it's raising the price of booze on its flights. You'll pay either $1 or $2 more depending on the drink. The Southwest says it hasn't changed its prices since 2009. It says even with the new rates, it still is cheaper than its competitors.
8:04, just ahead, a battle for land. Why one community is not happy with a local real estate company over a couple of acres.
New this morning, pay it back. Lawyers are taking up a new case for the victims of the Las Vegas shooting and why not everyone thinks they have the best intentions.
And if you're planning a wedding, you'll want to stay tuned. How couples saved a few extra bucks on their nuptials next.
And rain is moving into the area. Pretty soon, all this will be into Virginia Beach. I'll have you the update on this coming up after the break.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 7 a.m. on Fox 43.
TitleMax makes it easy to turn your title into cash. Just go to TitleMax.com. Find out how much you can get.
Using TitleMax.com, I got $1,400.
$3,200.
TitleMax.com got me $9,700.
Best of all, most credit types are approved. Next time you need cash, try TitleMax for rate. Try TitleMax for the amount you need. Find out why so many people are saying,
I got my title back with TitleMax.
Get your title back with TitleMax.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
And I can do it with what's already within me.
Because my body can still make its own insulin. And once weekly Trulicity activates my body to release it. Trulicity is not insulin. It comes in a once weekly, truly easy to use pen. It works 24/7, and you don't have to see or handle a needle.
Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable medicine to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. It should not be the first medicine to treat diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Trulicity if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, if you have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to Trulicity. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or symptoms like itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I choose once weekly Trulicity to activate my within.
If you need help lowering your A1C and blood sugar, activate your within. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
How can you make your hair even stronger? Use Pantene shampoo together with 3-Minute Miracle Daily Conditioner. Their Pro-V formula is like a multivitamin, making your hair 2 times stronger. See the difference when you add 3-Minute Miracle Daily Conditioner.
Somehow, we always leave packing to the last minute.
Guys, I have a couple of things to wash.
We got this. Even on Quick Cycle, Tide Pods cleans great.
6 times the cleaning power, even in the Quick Cycle. It's got to be Tide.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast from meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
Tower Cam 10 right now. We got some light fog in the region. It was a little thicker. Remember, our camera's elevated too, so we have rain showers, we have fog. It's more of a problem. The fog is down towards Franklin and Ahoskie, 2 to 3 mile visibility there, but also over into southern Suffolk, southern Chesapeake, a little of the fog is sitting. So we got lots of rain moving in from the west, and it's moving to the east. This rain is going to be with us through the day. I mean, there's be some breaks, but we have a high chance for showers from this morning, from now all the way into late morning and the afternoon. Matter of fact, the chance goes up to 90 to 100%. Chance doesn't drop much going into 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, still a high chance, but after 7 p.m., the chance does start dropping there quite a bit. So the upcoming weather today could see about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. There's not much wind. It's just going to be a real soggy day. Tomorrow, the wind moves in. Could see some gusts to over 50 miles an hour near the shore. Minor to moderate tidal flooding could be coming in, and some high waves, beach erosion. That could be an issue. Now, I've got more details, more specific details on all this coming up in about 10 minutes. Now, the winds right now, they're light and variable, mostly out of the southwest. They'll be out of the southeast today, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures going out the door, at least that's a bright spot. They're not too bad. They're in the low to mid 50s throughout the region, upper 50s Edenton, and temperatures will keep warming. We'll be in the upper 50s at noon, 62 degrees at 3 p.m., but rain is likely, and this afternoon could see a few thunderstorms as well. Tomorrow, highs will be in the upper 50s. You have a lot of wind, but not much rain, maybe just a shower on the eastern shore. And then Saturday, you have partly cloudy skies, highs near 50. Wind continues. Now, coming up, I will track the rain and the wind going into the weekend using Future Track. Jen Lewis is in now with traffic.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's 8:09 as we travel back to the downtown tunnel, Berkeley Bridge area. Westbound disabled vehicle cleared, but you can see it looks like we're stopped again here westbound at the downtown tunnel. And it started to look so much better. Traffic had been backed up to Tidewater Drive, and now we're just slow coming into the Berkeley Bridge area from City Hall Avenue. I'll be watching this. I have another report coming up in 10 minutes, but it looks like we're stopped again westbound at the downtown tunnel. Eastbound traffic is still heavy, but it's only backed up to around Effingham at this point on the Portsmouth side, and heavy, of course, in the tunnel. And then 464 northbound slows between Poindexter and South Main. You can see the delays here on this traffic flows map and how much better it looks at the Midtown Tunnel, just heavy inside the eastbound tube as far as the Midtown Tunnel is concerned. In our overall traffic flows map, 64 westbound heading toward the 264-64 interchange is heavy from around the Twin Bridges. And the crash that we had over here around Tidewater Drive westbound off of 64, that has cleared. Now, this was going to be an image of a crash clearing 664 southbound around 35th Street. Just didn't want to pop in for us, but this is where the crash sits, and it's still blocking 2 lanes. It's been blocking 2 lanes for quite a while, long enough to have a delay. That is a pretty big delay. 664 southbound slows around Aberdeen for motorists traveling to the south side. Had it backed up to Powhatan Parkway, so that's a little bit of a improvement. And 64 eastbound traveling to the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, that's still slow across the Hampton River Bridge. So those 2 connectors still very troublesome for folks trying to get to the south side. The James River Bridge has been hanging on and so much better, but it might be out of a lot of folks' way to get to the south side. We have a Berkeley Bridge confirmed lift for 9. Now here's Don.
Jen, thank you. Our time 8:11, and coming up, big changes for gun sales and why some people think the new changes won't last.
Hope is out. Why the White House communications director announced she's resigning.
And new this morning, calculating your best deal. The new tool that can help make sure you don't owe money to Uncle Sam each tax season.
TV, new speakers, Netflix. This is going to be the place for binge watching, ladies.
Is it, ladies? Don't get me wrong. You have killer tech, Mrs. D, but you still don't have Fios.
Okay.
Fios is a 100% fiber optic network, literally engineered for streaming.
Good advice.
I've also got some ideas on a better cereal selection, which I will keep to myself.
Experience Netflix on the 100% fiber optic network made for streaming. Switch to Fios and get a year of Netflix on us with a 2-year agreement.
It is the latest phone scam. It's called virtual kidnapping.
He said, I have your daughter, and I'm going to kill her unless you get me some money.
What you need to know right now, all new Oz.
Today at 10 a.m. on Fox 43. From why Madonna's raving about her fork facial to how to give your meals a superfood makeover.
This is a home run.
It's all about your health when you ask the doctors. Today at 11 a.m. on Fox 43. It's tax season, America. Time to make the most out of your tax return with Mako. Our expert paint and body specialist will give your car a new look. And since Mako's tax season paint sale starts at just $3.99, your wallet will have a new look too. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Put the legal team with real local lawyers on your side.
If you're feeling good.
After picking up the kids and before dinner, 10 on your side is here to give you the news you need and the Super Doppler 10 forecast. Wavy News 10 at 4. Join us today.
It's tax season, America. Time to make the most out of your tax return with Mako. Our expert paint and body specialist will give your car a new look. And since Mako's tax season paint sale starts at just $3.99, your wallet will have a new look too. Mako, America's Body Shop. You're watching Wavy News 10 on Fox 43 with Don Roberts, Katie Collette, Lex Gray, meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler, and Jen Lewis with traffic.
We're back at 8:14. A community in Virginia Beach is squaring off against a real estate company.
Yeah, it's all over a 4.5-acre empty lot. Last year, Sam's Real Estate said it wanted to build a gas station and car wash at the corner of Warwick Drive and Holland Road, but the Scarborough Square Civic League pushed back. The The idea was put on hold. Well, now Sam's bought the land and can build whatever it wants within zoning guidelines.
This is the entrance to our neighborhood, so anything that comes in here is going to directly affect us.
Well, the Civic League says it hopes something community-related will go up into space. There's a community meeting to discuss it on Wednesday, March 14th. It's at Green Run Elementary School from 6 to 7 in the evening.
8:15 today, a Virginia Port Authority officer is expected in court to face child pornography charges. Officer John Princeton is looking at almost 40 counts. Today's hearing is to appoint him an attorney. Right now, the officer is on unpaid administrative leave as the port conducts an internal investigation. Princeton also served as a Portsmouth police detective and spent nearly 2 decades with the department. His trial is set to start April 12th.
Police in Duck, North Carolina say a homeowner nearly 400 miles away helped them catch a break-in suspect. Detectives say 52-year-old Jerome Nichols stole electronics from several vacant houses on the Outer Banks. Cameras inside one of those homes alerted the victim. Now, the homeowner got pictures of Nichols and called police. Investigators later found stolen equipment from other Duck and Southern Shores homes in a storage unit and moving truck.
8:16. New this morning, a class action lawsuit is looking to refund all 22,000 tickets sold for last year's Las Vegas concert where a shooter killed 58 people. The lawyers say they want all of the victims to get their money back. Concert goers paid around $250 to attend the Country Music Festival last October. Not everyone, though, thinks the lawsuit has the best intentions.
And I don't really think most people really cared about their ticket after this event. They cared that they were alive. And I think this is more of a play by the lawyers to get some money back.
Live Nation has not commented on the lawsuit, but has issued full refunds to attendees in the past upon request. Now, all of this comes as President Donald Trump loses one of his most trusted members of his inner circle. White House Communications Director Hope Hicks announced her resignation yesterday. She's one of President Trump's longest-serving aides, having worked for the Trump Organization before the presidency. Hicks admitted to telling white lies for the president during a hearing with the House Intelligence Committee. Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says the Hicks departure has been in the works for several weeks.
The controversy behind Delta's decision to end discounts for National Rifle Association members continues this morning. The Georgia State Senate voted to strip a jet fuel tax break for the airline in response to its decision. Delta is headquartered in the state. Now, Georgia's governor says he is not happy with his fellow lawmakers' response.
We were not elected to give the late-night talk show host further fodder for their monologues, or to act with the type of immaturity that has caused so many in our society to be skeptical about politics.
The tax break cut still has to be approved by both chambers of the state legislature before it moves to the governor's desk. Delta is just one of dozens of companies that cut ties with the NRA.
Retailers are beginning to take a stance on gun violence as well. Yesterday, both Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods announced they're changing their firearms policies. Both will not sell firearms or certain ammunition to people under 21 years old. Dick's says it will stop selling what it calls assault-style rifles from their hunting store, Field and Stream. It already stopped selling them in Dick's stores after the Sandy Hook shooting. Walmart pulled all sporting rifles from shelves back in 2015, except in Alaska. The company announced yesterday it will remove items from its website that resemble assault-style rifles as well, which includes toys and non-lethal airsoft guns.
The owner of a Norfolk gun shop told us he doesn't think the Dick's sales ban will last. Bob Marcus from Bob's Gun Shop says he thinks the ban will last until Dick's sees its competitors doing business. Dick's is pushing Congress to enact better gun legislation.
New this morning, the IRS has a new tool to help you figure out your tax withholdings. The IRS and the Treasury Department teamed up to introduce a new online calculator. It helps guide you to find out how much you should deduct from your paycheck under the new tax law. The calculator asks you to estimate your 2018 income, filing status, number of dependents, and other items that affect your taxes. The new tool will appear on the IRS website. Now at 8:19, we check in with Jen Lewis, who's been monitoring a list of problems on the roads. Jen?
That is for sure. We need to go back to the downtown tunnel and Berkeley Bridge. We had a disabled vehicle, a second disabled vehicle at the westbound downtown tube. It's been moved out of the way, but traffic is moving very slowly traveling to Portsmouth, and it slows 264 westbound at City Hall Avenue. 264 eastbound is certainly getting better, but still heavy inside the tunnel. And then on the Portsmouth side, traffic slows around Effingham, so it's not too bad getting into Norfolk. But 464 northbound, that is still slow from between Poindexter and South Main. I can show you here on our traffic flows map. That's the 464 backup, and not too bad here on the Portsmouth side. And the Midtown Tunnel, that looks good. It's certainly a better pick right now for you to get into Portsmouth versus the downtown tunnel. The delays from Bowers Hill toward the high-rise bridge, those have eased. It doesn't look bad at all now around George Washington Highway. Busy here, 64 westbound from the Twin Bridges, heading up toward the 264 interchange from 64 west, and then 64 eastbound from Northampton Boulevard. A lot of that, though, is motorists just taking the 264 exit. Now, the camera shot further up won't pop in for me, so I wanted to at least show you the backup. It is 664 southbound, and this camera sits around Aberdeen, and it's the backup as a result of a crash that's further up, blocking 2 lanes just past Roanoke Avenue around 35th Street, and that's been causing delays for quite some time this morning, affecting motorists trying to get to the Monitor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel towards Suffolk or maybe Newport News Shipbuilding this morning. So getting to the south side, instead of going to the Monitor Merrimack, use the James River Bridge. 17 South looks so much better. You're still heavy going to the south side using the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. You can see that here with our 3D technology, and traffic continues to be backed up across the Hampton River Bridge. Coming to the peninsula, you're moderate to heavy across the bridge, and then traffic flows on the Peninsula Interstate. They actually look pretty good. Now here's Jeremy with your forecast.
Thanks, Jen. We have a big system off to the west. We've got a lot of rain here in the region already, though. Moisture has streamed in ahead of this area low pressure. So right now the low is over in the Tennessee River Valley. There's a smaller one to the south of it. These will merge and move east-northeast today. It'll head towards D.C., but you can see clearly there's a lot of moisture in there. One front to the south, and we have rain all over our region. So as the low gets closer, rain takes over from Pennsylvania all the way down to South Carolina. It'll be all over the place. We've got a lot of rain, a few thunderstorms even this afternoon. And then the low is going to move off to the east tomorrow. So Friday, those winds are howling out of the northwest and west, and we're going to see most of the rain gone, maybe just a stray shower on the eastern shore, but the wind is going to take over. Let's track all of this going through time. Right now, we've got the rain in place for the North Carolina, south side, and the peninsula, and it's growing. So right now, we've got rain from Hatteras up to Manteo, Elizabeth City, over towards Murfreesboro, and all this is moving east. A little heavier into Pasquotank County, Perquimans of Pasquotank County right now. You've got lots of rain for the entire south side, a little on the light side, Virginia Beach, but picking up to moderate, low to moderate in Suffolk right now, in Portsmouth. This is all moving through Chesapeake and Norfolk. Lots of rain for Newport News, Hampton, up to Williamsburg, Yorktown, and rain into the Gloucester area from Gloucester Point up to the courthouse into Mob Jack Bay. Over on the eastern shore, Kip to Peak, you'll see some rain here pretty soon, a few sprinkles. Drizzle is falling probably over on the eastern shore right now in Reedville. The rain will move in. So Future Track has the rain moving in as we go through the morning and the midday hours. Widespread rain through the entire region. This is noon. Chance of rain 100%. We go into the afternoon. We could see a few thunderstorms mixing in with the rain showers. Rain also pretty widespread here. And then 6 o'clock, little piece of energy is going to move through, could produce some thunderstorms, but then afterwards we're going to start drying out after about 8 o'clock tonight. We'll be dry tonight and tomorrow, but the trade-off is that the wind is going to be strong. There may be a stray shower in the eastern shore, Accomack County, but everybody else will just have some windy conditions. So tracking the winds as we go through the day, winds out of the southeast 5 to 10, and that's it. Between now and 5 p.m., there won't be much wind. Tonight, the wind steadily increases. It'll be up tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, the winds are out of the northwest, west-northwest at 15 to almost up to 30 miles an hour, 15 to 30. The gusts will be up to about 50, 55 miles an hour near the shore, eastern shore, areas along the bay, Virginia Beach, down into the Outer Banks. So prepare for strong winds tomorrow. Maybe some branches down, some power outages along the coast. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Saturday morning, still strong winds out of the northwest, especially along the shore. Winds stay up on Saturday along the coast. Maybe not as windy inland, but then by Saturday night, the winds should start dying dying down, and Sunday should see some improvement. So as we go through Friday, Saturday, that's when the winds increase. Again, winds gusting over 55 or 50 miles an hour near the shore, maybe over 55. We'll see. Tidal flooding, minor to moderate. Mostly Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday there might be a little bit during the nighttime, but I think Saturday, Sunday the tide will come up, and we're going to see these waves to over 10 feet coming in. That's going to create some beach erosion. So lots of things that we'll be tracking as we go through the day. We'll have a full update on this forecast, Wavy News 10 at midday and at 4 p.m. Heading out the door right now, temperatures are in the low to mid-50s. We have clouds, some fog, lots of rain. The rain takes over today. It is likely. A few thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs in the 60s. And then tomorrow, we'll see highs in the upper 50s, partly cloudy, windy conditions. Winds continue on Saturday. A little chilly, too. Highs near 50, a little cooler. And then upper 40s Sunday, light winds. Wednesday could see a little wintry mix, maybe by the evening. Stay tuned. It's not set in stone.
It's 8:25 now, and if you ever spent time planning a wedding, you know the costs can add up quickly. Many couples have to be choosy about how they spend their money.
The latest survey from The Knot reveals overall wedding costs actually decreased by $2 grand last year because more people are choosing less formal affairs. The average cost for a wedding is more than $33,000. And that is not including the honeymoon.
Oh, I know a few folks who spent less than $2,000 on their wedding.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You have to be smart, frugal, efficient.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, there's
and don't cut the
there's
DJ.
Inflation, too, so, you know.
There's what, Jeremy?
There's inflation.
That's
so,
right.
Well,
you know,
there is that as well, for sure.
Probably $10,000 in today's standards, Don, so you spend a lot.
Hey, find what you want the most in your wedding besides, you know, a great spouse, and then that's what you spend the money on.
There you go.
Fred would do anything for his daughter.
Get in, Fred.
Even if it means being the back half of a unicorn. Fear not, Fred. The front half washed the shirt with Gain Flings. And that smell puts the giddy in giddy up. That's because one Gain Flings pack has more freshness than a whole bottle of the other guy. Gain. Seriously good scent.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
And I can do it with what's already within me.
Because my body can still make its own insulin. And once weekly Trulicity activates my body to release it. Trulicity is not insulin. It comes in a once weekly, truly easy to use pen. It works 24/7, and you don't have to see or handle a needle.
Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable medicine to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. It should not be the first medicine to treat diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Trulicity if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, if you have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to Trulicity. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or symptoms like itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I choose once weekly Trulicity to activate my within.
If you need help lowering your A1C and blood sugar, activate your within. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Tidewater Medical Transport provides highly skilled and professional medics 24 hours a day for non-emergency ambulance services throughout Virginia. If you need stretcher transportation due to severe illness, disease, or debilitating injuries, and are unable to sit upright in a wheelchair, call to schedule your service. Tidewater Medical Transport is fully equipped with advanced life support systems, including medical ventilators. Most insurances and Medicaid plans are accepted. Plus, take advantage of affordable payment plans. Call Tidewater Medical Transport for more information.
Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
Good morning. It's 8:28 with a check on 10 times saver traffic. Just cleared a second disabled vehicle at the downtown tunnel Berkeley Bridge area, and we're still very heavy across the bridge, but not so backed up. It had been backed up to Tidewater Drive. Now we're just slow as you approach the Berkeley Bridge. 264 eastbound is still heavy traveling into Norfolk, but slows at Effingham on the Portsmouth side. This is the backup as a result of a crash further up. This is 664 southbound around Aberdeen, and there is a crash clearing around 35th Street. It's been blocking 2 lanes of traffic for a while, causing a big problem for motorists trying to get to the Monitor Merrimack to go to the south side. It's also heavy trying to get to the south side using the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. This is the backup going to it, and it backs up across the Hampton River Bridge. We do have an opening coming up in just a little while for the Berkeley Bridge. It is confirmed for 9 a.m. Now here's Jeremy with your forecast.
Thanks, Jen. We've got a lot of rain out there right now across the region. It's moving in northeast North Carolina, the south side, and also the peninsula rain soaked. There's probably some drizzle as you go up towards the eastern shore and northern parts of the middle peninsula, but right now it's all rain, and from Suffolk over to Virginia Beach, we are wet up to Hampton. So rain is likely through the day. Could see a few thunderstorms this afternoon. High temperature is going to be in the low 60s, and then tomorrow highs in the upper 50s. The rain moves out, but the wind kicks up, and we're going to stay windy and dry on Saturday. We'll have updates on this forecast for you. Wavy News 10 at midday.
Coming up next over on Fox 43, a local sailor will find out how long he'll spend behind bars for calling in threats.
That story, more local news, weather, and traffic right now on Fox 43.
Wavy News 10 at 4. Join us today.
Are the big banks leaving a bad taste in your mouth? Charging you all sorts of fees and giving you nothing in return? Open a Langley Pays checking account, and you'll earn 10 cents every time you use your debit card. Get your paycheck up to 3 days early and avoid those nasty fees. Now that's a sweet account. Call us or visit a Langley branch to open an account today.
10 a.m. Friday, dump everything. Once a year, everything that didn't go up to 70% off gets dumped. As low as 10 cents on the dollar. Luxury furniture, mattresses, and handmade rugs. At 10 a.m. Friday, at 10 cents on the dollar. It won't take long to dump everything.
Experienced professionals with the dedication and knowledge to get the job done with top quality results. That is Tidewater Seal Coating and Paving. We specialize in asphalt seal coating, paving, and repair. From residential to commercial, no job is too big or too small for Tidewater Seal Coating and Paving. We have been paving and seal coating parking lots and driveways for over 35 years. From potholes to parking lots, you can trust Tidewater Seal Coating and Paving for all your asphalt needs. Give us a call today and schedule your free estimate.
Dump every recliner. Top grain leather and power. Dump an extra 40% off. Storage and power 60% off. Extra 50% off power home theater. 20,000 recliners. 30 cents on the dollar. The once-a-year clearance sale.
Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
It is 8:31. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Wavy News 10 on Fox 43. I'm Katie Collette.
And I'm Don Roberts. Meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler will join us in a few minutes to talk more about the rain we have now and what the outlook is for the rest of the week.
That's right. First, though, this morning, we continue to cover the case against a sailor accused of making threats against local bases and ships.
You may remember last year all the confusion after those threats. Naval Station Norfolk, Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek, Fort Story, and 3 ships all received several threats. Well, today, the man responsible for those threats will find out how long he'll spend behind bars.
10 on your side's Rico Bush joins us live at the federal courthouse in Norfolk. And Rico, the suspect in this case could actually be in prison for a while.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The suspect is facing up to 10 years in prison and thousands of dollars in fines. Petty Officer 3rd Class Alante Arrington pleaded guilty to maliciously conveying false information last year. Arrington is a sailor attached to the USS O'Kill. Federal prosecutors say Arrington admitted to making 6 bomb threats involving local bases and ships. Investigators say he phoned in threats against Naval Station Norfolk, JEB Little Creek, and 3 ships back in August. It took them several hours before they can give the all clear for those threats. He is expected to be in court in about 30 minutes, and we'll be sure to keep you posted on his punishment. For now, we're live in Norfolk. I'm Rico Bush. 10 on your side.
8:33. A Middlesex County family is desperate for answers after their loved one went missing. Today, investigators will continue to search for 23-year-old Terry Lynn St. John. St. John was last seen at her home in Wake early Tuesday morning. The door to her house was open and her 2 toddlers were inside alone. Investigators say they found her shoes, jewelry, and cell phone in the yard. Her family is pleading for her safe return. Now, state police are assisting the Middlesex County Sheriff's Office with the investigation. If you have any information about St. John's disappearance, call the Sheriff's Office. We do have the number for you over on Wavy.com.
Happening today, Virginia Senator Tim Kaine is taking his concerns over gun violence through the floor of the Senate. He says he will ask Republican leadership to take up legislation to reduce gun violence. Earlier this week, Senator Kaine joined more than a dozen other lawmakers in sponsoring a bill that would ban assault weapons. It would ban the manufacture, sale, transfer, and importation of military-style assault weapons and high-capacity ammunition magazines. The bill also seeks to ban bump stocks. No Republicans have supported the measure.
All eyes are on Wall Street this morning after yet another disappointing day for U.S. stocks. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 382 points, or 1.5% at yesterday's closing. It capped off the worst month for the market in 2 years. Overnight trading began on the Asian markets. Shares were mostly lower because of the slide on Wall Street.
Our time now 8:35, and still to come on Wavy News 10 today, school security, the changes some students want to see in local classrooms.
Plus, a different treatment. All new this morning, how legislation in Richmond could change the way doctors treat some conditions.
And here's a live look outside from Tower Cam 10. Kind of foggy and wet in some areas in Hampton Roads. Now, meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler tracking rain in the region. When we'll see the biggest impacts next in your Super Doppler 10 forecast.
From the station on your side, you're watching Wavy News 10 at 7 a.m. on Fox 43.
When it comes to finding style and comfort at a great value, you don't have to go far.
It's the final week of the President's Day sale at Value City Furniture. Last chance to save 10% off store-wide plus 20% off mattresses. No minimum purchase required. Or enjoy 36-month special financing or our 120-day same-as-cash payment option. Don't miss great deals like these designer sofas, just $449 each. Plus, hurry in for incredible doorbusters before they're gone. Only at Value City Furniture.
If I go down, so will you.
You still think you know what I will and won't do? Ivy, I'm going to make miracles happen.
Gotham returns tonight on Fox.
Now we're talking. You decide who lives and who dies.
Showtime at the Apollo series premiere tonight on Fox.
Good morning, Bella.
Good morning.
Are you ready?
Yeah. 5 little monkeys.
Yay, Bella.
Hold still. Almost done.
Oh, Bella, I really love playing with you.
Thanks, Grandma. I really like our visits.
Whatever tech tomorrow dreams up, you'll be ready with GigaBlast. Future speed internet is here from Cox.
Hello, complaints department? This square patty isn't real fish. It's nothing like Captain D's. They use whole fillets of flounder that are hand-breaded Southern style.
And their grilled flounder is seared to perfection.
Yes, if I wanted real flounder, I should have gone to Captain D's. I want a refund.
You tell him.
Oh yeah, it's Flounder Feast at Captain D's. Come in today for our new grilled flounder and shrimp skewer. Or try our new hand-breaded Southern style flounder starting at $4.99. Wow, full meal starting at $4.99.
Captain D's.
The taste of the coast.
Almond fans, your favorite cereal is now more almondy.
It's good.
The honey sweet, clustery, crunchy taste of Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds now has more almonds. 25% more almonds.
Have you tried it yet?
Classic men's suits, $79.99 or 2 for $150. Philip Michael Fashion for Men.
Go on the scene with me, Simone Davis. Follow me online and I'll get you connected to everything happening in our community and, of course, the hottest shows on TV.
your Super Doppler 10 forecast from meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
Here's the view from Tower Cam 10. We've got some drizzle, some rain, a little bit of fog out there. Kind of an ominous view. Definitely gray skies, and you're going to have some rain this morning. The fog, let's track it a little bit here into Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Suffolk, down to Gates County, over to Ahoskie, and so that is where we have a little bit of fog. But elsewhere, we're doing okay in that regard. But the rain has moved in. It's pretty widespread from the peninsula to the south side of North Carolina, and pretty soon over to the eastern shore, Kip to Peak. And also into southern Gloucester County, Mob Jack Bay, you've got some rain. It's all moving east. High chance of rain throughout the day. We've got a 70, 90, 100% chance of rain, especially in here for the midday and the early afternoon. We'll have a chance for some thunderstorms later this afternoon as well. 70% chance of rain 7 p.m., but then the rain chances drop. So we could see about a ½ inch to an inch of rain today. Not much wind. The wind will not be a problem today, but the wind does pick up Friday, Saturday. Could see some gusts over 50 miles an hour near the shore. Minor to moderate tidal flooding as we go into Friday, Saturday, and some high waves and beach erosion. I'll have the more specific details on that coming up in just a bit. Winds right now, they're out of the southwest, light. They'll be out of the southeast today, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures are in the low to mid 50s heading out the door. Upper 50s in Edenton, so at least the temperatures are pretty good. We'll warm things up a little bit today. Upper 50s at noon, low 60s this afternoon, and we got lots of rain. Again, a few storms possible late. Now, tomorrow, the rain moves out, the wind kicks up, highs in the upper 50s, maybe just a stray shower in the eastern shore, and then Saturday, we got highs near 50 degrees, and the wind continues. Now, I will track the rain and the wind going into the weekend with Future Track in just 10 minutes. Jen Lewis is in now with traffic.
Thank you, Jeremy. Good morning at 8:40, and we need to travel back to Newport News, where there's a crash clearing 664 southbound around 35th Street. Let me give you an update, though. Now there's only one lane of traffic blocked. There have been 2 blocked for most of the morning, and traffic still slows around Aberdeen using 664 southbound to travel toward the Monitor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel. You can see all the flashing lights ahead. The camera that's a little bit closer isn't popping in for me, but I did want to show you the one as close as I could. But once again, just one lane blocked now, 664 southbound around 35th Street. Also now, a disabled vehicle clearing northbound at the James River Bridge, and that was causing some delays for motorists moving toward Newport News. Had been blocking one lane for a while. 64 eastbound traveling to the south side, that's still heavy across the Hampton River Bridge. So getting south side, still heavy at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and the Monitor Merrimack, but 17 southbound using the James River Bridge, that does look okay. Our issue here has been northbound into Newport News. And this is the backup using the Hampton River, or seeing the Hampton River Bridge here using our 3D technologies to show you how far it's sitting. Now, this is traffic flows overall on the south side. It's actually a whole lot better. We do still have some residual delay westbound at the downtown tunnel because we've had 2 disabled vehicles within the hour at the downtown tunnel, but they have cleared. You do still have delay on the bridge and in the tunnel. The eastbound delays on the Portsmouth side, they have eased, but it's still heavy inside the actual tunnel itself for motorists traveling toward Norfolk. And getting to the interchange, traffic is heavy. 64 westbound slows around the Twin Bridges, heading up toward the 264-64 interchange, and eastbound traffic slows around Northampton Boulevard. And the Berkeley set to open at 9. Now, here's Katie.
Thanks, Jen. 8:41. Coming up, clearing the backlog. The proposals from North Carolina's Attorney General that could help solve dozens of criminal cases.
Plus, a special honor. All new this morning, why this Virginia Beach teen is headed to Washington, D.C. And would you buy this? A plastic bag with a hefty price tag. Wait till you see who's selling it and for how much.
The Wavy News 10 app. Get breaking news alerts right on your home screen.
Putting off that windshield repair because you think it'll cost an arm and a leg? Well, not anymore. If you have full coverage insurance with a $50 or $100 deductible, your windshield replacement could be at no cost to you. If you don't have full coverage insurance, no problem. Autoglass Now is currently offering 50% off all windshield replacements. With 3 locations serving the Hampton Roads area, call 757-399-0090. And remember, when you need Autoglass, think Autoglass Now.
The legendary Frisco breakfast sandwich has delicious ham, fluffy eggs, melted Swiss and American cheeses.
And buttery sourdough toast? Wow, okay, that's amazing. Wow, at Hardee's. Okay, going to Hardee's. See you later. Wow.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury Bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying. No bunny knows Easter better than Cadbury.
Guys, this may be the last time you ever have to think about hair loss. Because I'm telling you, Bosley is the real deal. They're giving men their hair back permanently. Their real hair. All it takes to get started on the hair gain train is a single phone call. You'll get an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card when you call 1-800-664-5518. Check them out now. Bosley will show you for free how great your hair could look. Dude, this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're America's #1 hair restoration expert. Ahead of the curve with the latest technology. And the best part, Bosley's solution is permanent. You're going to love what they'll do for your hair. So drop what you're doing long enough to make a call. Get your free information kit and gift card for $250 off by calling 1-800-664-5518. Don't forget, that's 1-800-664-5518.
The sausage and egg biscuit at Hardee's. Buy one and get one free. Because what one made-from-scratch biscuit, loaded with savory sausage and fluffy eggs could do, two can do better. Buy one and get one free. Now at Hardee's.
You're watching Wavy News 10 on Fox 43 with Don Roberts, Katie Collette, Lex Gray, meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler, and Jen Lewis with traffic.
The Florida school shooting is prompting students in Virginia Beach to take action. They want the district to install gunfire detection systems in all schools. Shooter detection systems have two sensors. One hears gunfire and another sees the flash. The sensors instantly alert police, fire, and EMS with the shooter's location and updates with every shot fired. It can also send emails and text messages to students and teachers. The technology also ties in with the intercom and alarm systems to warn people of an active shooter.
I think, America has hit the point where we're saying enough is enough. The kids know something. They know what's happening inside their school. Let's listen to them.
We need to start taking an active approach and not pretend that it may go away. It's just a matter of when and where, not if.
The cost to implement the technology is about $75,000 to $100,000 per school. Virginia Beach City Public Schools say it is aware of the technology but has not talked about implementing it.
We are continuing our coverage of the Confederate controversy in Charlottesville. Now, the city's two Confederate statues are back in view more than 6 months after the deadly white nationalist protest in August. Well, since those rallies, tarps had covered the figures of Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. However, earlier this week, a judge ruled the city had to remove the tarps. City officials say they want to remove the statues permanently. Supporters say they should stay because they have historical significance. Well, Virginia is on its way to expanding the use of medical cannabis oils. Right now, doctors in the Commonwealth can only issue certifications for patients with uncontrolled epilepsy. However, two bills in the General Assembly could allow doctors to prescribe oil to patients with any diagnosed condition. Doctors say patients can use oils for Crohn's disease, cancer, and multiple sclerosis.
The debate over the love locks on the Hague Bridge rages on after public works crews temporarily removed them. We were live on Wavy News 10 on Fox 43 when crews removed the locks yesterday. The locks were a symbol of romance for many, but others said they were a nuisance and a health hazard. 5 neighbors filed a lawsuit claiming the locks were a danger. A judge was going to take the issue before a grand jury if the city didn't remove them.
It's just the whole, suppressing your love together and locking it up for life. It's just the whole theory, kind of based on the Paris thing and a couple other bridges that are around the world. I don't really see anything wrong with it.
Such a beautiful part of the city here that, yes, it's much nicer to be standing on a nice iron bridge without having to see a bunch of rusted old locks on it.
The city said it'll continue to look at the issue and may end up allowing locks with regulations.
All new this morning, a special honor for a local high schooler. Operation Homefront named 17-year-old Rorik Corson of Virginia Beach as its 2018 Military Child of the Year for the U.S. Coast Guard. Now, Corson attends Ocean Lakes High School. The annual awards recognize 7 outstanding young people ages 13 to 18 for their scholarship, volunteerism, leadership, and other criteria while facing the challenges of military family life. All military children of the year will attend a special gala in Washington, D.C. in April. Our time now is 8:48. Some headaches on the highways this morning. Let's see how they're clearing up right now. Jen Lewis?
Well, some are, and then we have some new ones. For example, this is a disabled tractor trailer. It is 664 northbound, up around 58. Motorists just slowing by as they see it, but other than that, it's not causing a backup, at least so far. You can see it here on our traffic flows map. But once again, motorists just as they check it out, slowing down, but other than that, no backup so far. In our overall traffic flows map, 64 westbound slows around the Twin Bridges, heading up toward the 264 interchange, and same thing going on 64 eastbound from Northampton Boulevard. And around this time of the morning, we do see some pickups on larger secondaries. For example, on Military Highway, some spotty heavy traffic on Virginia Beach Boulevard, Tidewater Drive, Northampton Boulevard, as well as the same spot right up around Shore Drive. This crash is still clearing, but now blocking one lane of traffic as opposed to two. It is 664 southbound, up around 35th Street, and traffic slows just as you pass Aberdeen. That's when traffic starts to slow down on 664 south. At my last report, I talked about a disabled vehicle here at the James River Bridge northbound. That is cleared, and now no residual delay getting into Newport News. We still have pretty busy traffic traveling to the south side using the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. 64 eastbound now slows at Settlers Landing, and we just had a westbound stoppage, so you'll find some residual delay getting to the peninsula because of that. It was pretty brief, but just wanted to make you aware of some delay traveling to the peninsula. Overall, on the peninsula, the interstate beyond the backup at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel in 664 south, it does look good, but you're seeing some heavier traffic on 60 right here, as well as on Route 17. Now, here's Jeremy with your forecast.
All right, thanks, Jen. We have lots of rain moving into the region. You can see it clearly here on the surface map, even though we have the system that's going to impact us, the big system off to the west. Right now it's over towards Tennessee, but rain showers and moisture have increased ahead of it. So this system is going to keep moving east and northeast along the stationary front. It'll strengthen a little bit near D.C., and then that'll happen for today. We've got lots of rain throughout the entire region. Could see a few thunderstorms this afternoon. Winds are not that strong. However, tomorrow, the low moves offshore, strengthens quite a bit, strengthens fast, and so the winds will pick up out of the northwest and west, and they'll be there gusts to over 50 miles an hour. High pressure will try and build in from the west. That's also going to create that strong wind, and then that same weather pattern, this same weather pattern, continues on Saturday. So we're going to continue with the winds for 2 days, Friday, Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday, but not as much. Now, the rain has moved in. We have widespread rain for all in northeast North Carolina, from Elizabeth City down to Manteo, down to Hatteras. And that's moving off to the east. It's a light rain mostly, picks up in places to moderate, though, especially where we have lighter green colors like here just south of Elizabeth City and east of Ahoskie. We have lots of rain for the entire south side now. Virginia Beach, it was a drizzle earlier. Now it's rain picking up, and that goes for Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Norfolk, Portsmouth, back to Suffolk, Isle of Wight County, and this goes up into Newport News, Hampton, Poquoson, York County, and James City County, back to Surrey County. All that's moving east over towards the eastern shore. Cape Charles, a few sprinkles, but it's going to increase as we go along through the day, and maybe some drizzle towards Melfa and Reedville so far, but the rain's going to pick up. Here's Future Track to show us the timing of the rain. The rain increases from south to north, so everybody gets in on the rain around midday. Chance of rain 100%. Going into the afternoon, we will see lots of rain and possibly a few thunderstorms out there as well. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Here's the evening commute. This could be a problem, might slow you down. We've already had a lot of problems this morning. Could see more problems for the evening commute. But then after about 7, 8 o'clock, we dry out. And we're going to be dry for tonight, and we'll be dry for tomorrow. Look at tomorrow's forecast, looks pretty good. Partly cloudy skies, maybe an isolated shower around Accomack County. But if I just showed you this, you would think, oh, it's going to be a nice day. Problem is the wind. So let's track it. The wind today is not an issue. Here's 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's out of the east-southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. No problems. Even this evening, it won't be too bad. But tonight in through tomorrow, the winds increase. Now tomorrow, winds out of the west-northwest, 15 to up to 30 miles an hour. The gusts, the brief peaks, could be up to 45 miles an hour in Hampton Roads, and we could see some gusts over 50 along the shore, eastern shore, along the bay, Virginia Beach, Outer Banks. You could all see some gusts to over 50 miles an hour. Might create some power outages. We could get that. And that's Friday. Saturday morning, we've got more of that wind out of the northwest. Same type of gusts along the shore for Saturday. Inland, I think the winds won't be quite as strong on Saturday in the afternoon and evening. But going into Sunday, I think the winds are going to die down. Maybe just a little bit of a breeze along the shore. So here's what to expect. The winds gusting again to 45 miles an hour. over 50 miles an hour near the shore. Tidal flooding is going to be an issue. Minor to moderate tidal flooding Saturday and Sunday. I think it is going to get up to moderate levels in Hampton Roads, and we'll be more specific on that as we go along, but at least some moderate tidal flooding. That's going to be an issue. And then the waves to over 10 feet. There might be some beach erosion, some overwash along the Outer Banks, and that's going to be something that we'll be tracking as well. But, yeah, those waves will be pretty high. Big system way offshore, but we'll get the waves coming in from a distance. And we'll have a full update on that. Wavy News 10 at midday and at 4 p.m. So right now, walking out the door, you've got some rain showers, some light rain. Temperatures low to mid-50s, lots of clouds, a little bit of fog. Today, rain is likely. Few afternoon storms, highs in the low to mid-60s. Upper 50s on the eastern shore, middle peninsula, and northern neck. Now, tomorrow, highs in the upper 50s. We'll have windy conditions, but drier. Saturday's dry, a little breezy, windy rather, and then Sunday's a little breezy, 49. We could see a bit of a wintry mix towards Wednesday of next week. Let's get through this system first, though.
All right, grab your credit cards, guys. Check this out. It's new this morning. Fashion lovers are often willing to shell out a lot of cash for a unique item. Well, a French fashion company, Celine, is teaming up with Nordstrom to sell this plastic bag.
That's right, folks. It's a plastic bag, and it costs $600.
Boom.
It comes complete with a keep away from children warning, you know, just to kind of spice things up a bit. It's not the first time Nordstrom sold something strange. In 2016, the retailer sold a rock wrapped in leather for $80.
You use it for shopping, you know, if you want to, you know, look good while you're in the grocery store.
Are you going to look good when you carry that around?
And folks can see your business in that bag, too.
Just give us your money.
No, thank you.
It's tax time, and Stanley's Home Furnishings and Sleep Shop wants to save you money. And I mean save you money. Save big with sectionals as low as $4.99 and solid wood bunk beds as low as $1.99. Save on bedroom groups as low as $3.99 and living room groups as low as $5.99. Save even more with queen mattress sets as low as $1.99 and reclining sofas as low as $5.99. Plus guaranteed approval on in-house financing and fast delivery. Save money now, just in time for tax season at Stanley's Home Furnishings and Sleep Shop.
Are cream conditioners bringing your hair down? Switch to new Pantene Light as Air Foam Conditioner, full of rich Pro-D nutrients for 100% conditioning, 0% weight. New Pantene Foam Conditioner.
I'm lucky to get through a shift without a disaster. My bargain detergent couldn't keep up, so I switched to Tide Pods. They're super concentrated, so I get a better clean.
#1 trusted, #1 awarded. It's gotta be Tide.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
And I can do it with what's already within me.
Because my body can still make its own insulin. And once weekly Trulicity activates my body to release it. Trulicity is not insulin. It comes in a once weekly, truly easy to use pen. It works 24/7, and you don't have to see or handle a needle.
Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable medicine to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. It should not be the first medicine to treat diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Trulicity if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, if you have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to Trulicity. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or symptoms like itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
I choose once weekly Trulicity to activate my within.
If you need help lowering your A1C and blood sugar, activate your within. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
On the Scene Reports, sponsored by Bayport Credit Union, the smarter way to bank.
Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
Good morning. It's 8:57 with another check on 10-time saver traffic. So much better at the downtown tunnel. We had 2 disabled vehicles at the westbound tunnel, but now no residual delay getting toward Portsmouth. And we also look good eastbound coming into Norfolk. This is a tractor trailer that's clearing 664 southbound up around 58, and now it is causing delays. 64 eastbound motorists slowing around 264. Heading to the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, eastbound slows at Settlers Landing, westbound from 4th View, and this crash cleared. It was 664 southbound right around 35th Street, and the Berkeley Bridge is set to open at 9. Now, here's Jeremy with your forecast.
All right, thanks, Jen. We have lots of rain in the region. There's not much wind today, but rain is likely. It's just a real soaking rain. Could see about a ½ inch to an inch before it's all said and done by this evening. And rain for the rest of the morning commute, and then around midday, this afternoon, evening, rain is likely. 62 degrees for a high. The wind picks up tomorrow as we dry out, highs in the upper 50s, and then the wind continues on Saturday. I've got a lot of details coming out of the weather blogs on Wavy.com, and then also a full update on Wavy News 10 midday.
Coming up at midday, the latest on a local sailor accused of calling in threats to bases and ships.
Plus, we'll have any new information about that missing mother from Middlesex County.